Sure.
Granddad.
What up?
So you was talking earlier off camera, off recording about the Switch.
Yeah. So Switch news, y'all. So I've been looking forward to. Well, there's been rumors floating around that a Switch Pro is in production and was supposed to come out sometime this year, hopefully before PS5 and Xbox drops. But reports from Nintendo saying they was like, nah, we ain't say that. So no Switch Pro is coming out this year per Nintendo's report. Now they're saying that there's still been rumors that there's still production, but they're just saying that this year there's no Switch Pro coming out, which means we have to wait a lot longer. Which means I'm happy that I did buy a new Switch and I didn't wait off for the Pro. Mm-hmm. And also probably that means they're gonna hopefully put more stuff in it, kind of give it some better specs than what was reported, because they're saying that the Switch Pro wasn't gonna have that much more into it anyway, other than probably a few things here and there. So hopefully that's a better thing. And the Switch is only in halfway through its life cycle. So we'll see what happens going into 2021. Maybe they're going to let this this current iteration of the Switch ride out a little bit more, because it's selling very well. I think it's the highest selling console
What about the Lite? Didn't only got
the Lite's selling well too. So because they have the regular Switch, the regular Switch with the better battery life, and then they have the Switch Lite. They have 3 versions of the console out right now, so they're selling them like crazy still. So they don't see a reason to rush out the Switch Pro just yet. Mm-hmm. They want to probably give the Switch Lite a little bit more. Go do one more holiday season, get another big sale going through the holiday season, and then in 2021, come out with the Pro, or maybe they're waiting for a big title to finish and then launch it with the Pro. So maybe they're waiting for a big first party game to come out, and they'll launch it alongside the Switch Pro, which would be dope too. So we'll see what happens, but I just want my Ethernet, not my Ethernet. Yeah, I want my Ethernet port. Sure. I want that shit.
I don't think a Switch Pro is ever going to happen. Nintendo has never been overly concerned about frame rates and graphics and performance and shit like that. It's just like, we make fun games, and that's the end of it. Yeah. And honestly, that's all I need from them.
Because you got your Xbox, your PlayStations or whatever.
I got
for those type of games.
Right,
so
right. I got all that for that. Now, a Switch Pro would be cool. Like, I'd appreciate it for sure. But do I need one in my life? No, not really. So I am a tiny bit disappointed, but I'm also a little bit relieved because I'm gonna buy another one. And holiday season, come them new Xbox and new PlayStation. So, yep, that's money in my wallet.
That new Switch is nice though. The Animal Crossing one, I really like that colorway a lot.
The what one?
They got Animal Crossing Switch out.
Custom Switch.
It's like teal. Mm-hmm. It's real nice.
Did Nintendo just go stray away from their portable stuff since the Switch been out?
Because it is their portable stuff.
It is portable. Yeah. So there's no more talks about the DS or the 3DS, because honestly, you don't. That's what they got the Switch Lite for.
Have the best of both worlds, and
right. That's why they made the Switch Lite, because they wanted that to be their quote unquote handheld while still being able to make their Switch and their top level game. So I still do want a Switch Pro, because I want that goddamn. I want a better way to connect online play, like doing that Wi-Fi shit or doing the way that it is. I want a sturdier, more.
That's why you want Ethernet.
Yeah, I want it to have a built-in way to really have great online gameplay, especially because they have the Nintendo Switch Online service. So I want that to be maximized to the best of its ability. And if they don't have that, if they do come out with a Pro and they don't have that, that's a big flaw for me. I don't care, like Eric, I really don't care if they give me 4K resolution, because that's not what I go for Nintendo. Mm-hmm. But I do play online, and I do enjoy playing things like that. So I want to be able to have that function. And I think also if they added in some new features, I don't even know what they would really have to add in, but just some new features that would be customized features or whatever. But just give me that goddamn port so I can get some solid internet, because playing on Wi-Fi or playing with the thing is no different. So I need to have that changed more so than anything. But if they don't come out with it, it's all good. I got a new Switch.
But didn't they say that the coronavirus outbreak had something to do with why they weren't releasing a Switch?
Well, that has to do with the general production of, that's another thing. So because of the coronavirus is happening in Asia, and everything is being affected there.
It's everywhere now.
Yeah, it was everywhere, but it's mainly, of course, in Asia. And the production of what Switches they have in production right now are being slowed down because they can't, of course, get things in and out.
Because of
shipping and whatnot. They have to make sure that nothing's contaminated. So it's affecting that. But as far as the production of a Switch Pro, honestly, if they are producing a Switch Pro and they say, well, we're not dropping anything this year, they'll probably just say, we're not going to drop it this year because we want to wait till next year, or we don't want to compete with Xbox and PlayStation because they're going to drop a new console at the holiday season, so we don't want to, they probably want to just wait till that's done, and then if they do a Pro, they want to do it in a year where, okay, now all eyes are on the Switch Pro, and we don't have to compete, because Nintendo doesn't have to compete because they're still the biggest selling, I think Switch is selling more than both PS4 and Xbox anyway, so.
Really?
Yeah, Switches.
Yeah, I
are
think I
selling.
saw that.
I think they sold like 52 million Switches. Something it's
Like
a big
since
number.
it's been out.
I think it's their biggest selling console to date.
Yeah.
Now officially, it
Wow.
surpassed the Wii U. No, the Wii.
Didn't that surpass?
Yeah, that's the Wii U.
Everybody's
But I
about the
thought
Wii
it
U.
surpassed like being the biggest selling console ever.
I
think it did.
I think it did.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
PS2
I'm doing the
was
fact
still
check.
number one.
I think
I
it
think
passed
they
PS2.
surpassed them like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Really?
I
So
think
Popping
so.
like that.
So-
Don't quote me
yeah.
until we fact check, but I really
Yeah.
think that's true.
I know it's their biggest selling console. I don't know if all time, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them because honestly, like the Switch is just like a great console. Like it could take it on the go. It plays at home. Good games all around. And they are more friendly with third-party titles now, so there's a lot of third-party titles that people actually play on the Switch too. So they got it right this time.
So I think Switch might be fastest selling.
Fastest selling? Okay.
Yeah, so Xbox One is at the bottom with 41 million. Switch is 42 million. This list is from January 2020.
Okay.
Let's see. PS2 is at 159 million.
that's
So
crazy.
it's
Mm.
it's
It's
up
no
there.
all-time- Yeah, I'm gonna say I
Yeah,
thought
so PS2 is still king when it comes to that, and DS is next
Yeah.
with 154.
Okay.
DS was selling like that.
Apparently.
was moving.
Wow.
I had
People-
one.
I was
Everybody
surprised
had
by
one.
that too when I first saw it.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Damn, so Nintendo and DS and Game Boy is 2 and 3. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
I was actually about to ask what was number 3 because I was
Yeah,
curious.
their handheld market was killing the handheld
Yeah.
market.
Game Boys were like ubiquitous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Cause like-
Does that include like regular and color or like?
It's probably a combination of all of
Yeah.
they
Game
had
Boy and Game Boy Color.
Okay.
Game Boy
yeah.
Color, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy. All
Right,
of them.
yeah.
But you gotta think it makes
PS4
sense
number
because
4?
that was the only place to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
And
That was true.
Pokemon is
Oh, it's huge.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
So they knew what they was doing.
Where you get that? That's on ING. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
IGN.
IGN.
Yeah. Damn. I did not know the DS was moving like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think I know one person
Yeah.
with a DS or
That's
knew
what I'm
one
saying,
person with
like-
a DS.
And my brother, he had the DS. He had the DS, and then he didn't get the Lite, but he got the 3DS too. So he was big into like the handheld stuff.
What do y'all think? Like the new Xbox and the PlayStation 5 might end up ranking once they like after a year or 2 years after they.
Honestly,
You think they gonna? Be
I feel
on
like
this?
they're gonna sell, but I don't think they're gonna break records.
I don't think
Nah.
so either.
They'll probably hit like the 20-30 million mark, as far as sales. But I don't think they're gonna go crazy.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I've never been a numbers guy like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. My guess is PS5 is going to do better than the Xbox. But how much? I don't know. But yeah, PS5 is going to do well.
I guess
Yeah,
it just
they're gonna do
depends on what they give you, and then also of course the games too. But it's still hard to say
Hey,
because it has
Yeah.
to have
they gotta have a strong.
It's gotta have a
like,
strong
games.
But also has to have a connection. Like, it's got to have something to motivate people of all demographics to want the console. That's the thing about Switches. Like, grown-ups and kids
Mm-hmm.
all want Switches. Like,
Right.
if you're a gamer, because like it's just like you said, you can take it. And parents buy.
And most, I'm about saying parents,
Parents
gonna buy
buy
for their
Switches
kids.
because they got the kid-friendly
kid-friendly
games, and it's easy and it's affordable somewhat compared to an Xbox. Well, not an Xbox because like once it's about the same price, but you don't have to worry about being limited to all you can play it at home. So you can take it anywhere.
Are the games cheaper on the Switch?
No.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Them
That's
numbers don't go
That's
nowhere.
the one thing that Nintendo do not budge on. They do not drop the price of their games for shit.
Really?
Mario Kart 8 still
Even-
$60 goddamn dollars.
Are you serious? Even
Yes.
if the game been out for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
They know you can't get it
So
anywhere.
Zelda,
can't get it nowhere
Zelda
else.
is
That's
$60
real.
bucks.
Because you can't
Yeah.
get it nowhere else. They say, where you gonna get it
Wow.
from? Where else you gonna buy it?
Nintendo's always been like that.
Okay, so here's the life
I'm trying to
hack.
remember
The
what
only
I had.
place you can get it for cheaper is if you go to Walmart, because they charge everything $10 cheaper. So all games are $10 cheaper at Walmart. So you can get a Switch game for like $50, but you can't buy it on. But like it's only the physical. So if you
Okay.
buy it on their eShop, everything is $60.
Everything is $60.
They ain't not dropping that.
I
Nope.
never knew that.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think. Yeah, when I had the Wii and the GameCube, Yeah, they priced. You're
Nope,
right. They didn't
never.
budge. They didn't budge on the prices.
But they third-party titles, they'll drop the shit out of those. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like Mortal Kombat 11 for Switch is like $20, 20-something bucks.
Because
now.
they can get that
Yeah.
anywhere
They don't
else.
care.
it is
Yep.
the worst version of it.
Yeah, and they know it. So it's like,
But
Oh,
I
it
was
is?
even about to
Yeah.
say, like, when you look at the list of like what are the most selling consoles of all time, like they're all kind of old, and it's interesting when you look at that. Like when we're talking about whether or not the new consoles are going to break any records, like when you think about what makes consoles sell as much as the PS2, like I feel like that was a very specific time in the gaming industry that I don't know if that's going to be recreated, and it's
Yeah.
certainly not.
Appreciate it, King Wizard.
But it's definitely like that climate is certainly not going to be recreated like this year with these new systems coming out.
I totally agree. I think the reason is because the PS2 had so many exclusives that the PS3 didn't have and the PS4 don't have. Because so many
Right.
PS2 games became available to play on the Xbox 360 as well. Like series like Devil May Cry, Tekken, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Like there's so many games that went over to Xbox that you could just play on Xbox. I think it's just the loss of that exclusivity.
But also,
And
like the
what?
first Xbox wasn't really a competitor the same way that newer ones are. I would say.
Competitor in what sense?
Well,
Competitor.
like when you think of like okay, so not first gen, but like that gen was like the first Xbox and PS2, and I'm saying at that point I don't feel like Xbox was really competing anywhere near the way
No.
that it is now. Like people weren't really fucking with Xbox yet at that point. So I'm saying that like yeah, there have been kind of gen wars, and you know sometimes Xbox wins, sometimes PlayStation wins, but I feel like at this point they're close enough that you're not gonna have that huge gap that you had with like the Xbox and PS2 gen.
yeah.
I feel like PC is taking up much more of the market. I feel like the market share isn't the same anymore. I feel like PC gaming takes up the market that wasn't there originally. So like before, like a lot of people, like the mainstream consensus was you got to buy a console. But now since PC gaming has become cheaper, I feel like more people have turned to the alternative. So that's my vote. It's kind of like how older albums can't be surpassed, like Thriller can't be surpassed because it's like people don't buy albums the same way no more. People don't buy consoles the same way no more either.
That's real.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. But I was just curious, like you know, with the new gen and everybody so excited about them, like I was wondering how y'all think they was gonna sell. Were they gonna do big numbers or whatever?
Yeah, they'll probably do very well, but they're not going to be like out the water like crazy. So
Yeah, I don't think kids are gonna care
Yeah.
about these new consoles.
Niggas coming at me in the chat. I was confused.
that's a trash plug.
Oh man. So Tyler, got a question to ask you about one of our topics that we're gonna discuss.